All right, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Wellness Education Series. Today's topic is going to be essential oils and pain. So, this is one that I tend to have a lot of experience with. So, I'm going to walk us through that. Okay, so before we jump into the information I have for you, I like to give you a little test. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your pain in these following categories. So if you could grab a pen and a paper. And the first one is going to be chronic pain. This is your daily pain, the amount of pain that you have to live with day in and day out. For me, chronic pain is I have nerve damage in my feet, and I've worked really hard to mitigate that pain and to really reduce it, but it is still there, especially if I'm not kind to my body. If I don't eat the right things, if I don't stretch, if I don't wear the right shoes or my orthotics, or if I go out and run a 5K without training, which I've been known to do, I have a lot more of the chronic pain show up. So that's part of your daily life. The next category is emotional pain. And this one's going to be how you feel most of the time. If you talk yourself into having a good day and you are constantly searching for the next thing to help make you feel better or help you feel happy, you tend to go to food for emotional support. Around 2 o'clock for me is when I start craving sugar, and that's also when I notice that I start to dip a little. And it's usually because that was like the hardest part of my day when I was a corporate employee. So that emotional pain would set in around then. Um, the other part is like towards bedtime for me. It's like, did I get everything done with my day? Sometimes I can be hard on myself. So when you notice that you have experience emotional pain, when you have that pain, that heaviness, write down what number you're experiencing and when you notice it the most. And then just occasional pain where you hurt yourself or you sleep wrong and you kink your neck, or you throw a baseball too hard and your shoulders hurt for a little bit. Just those occasional pains, little injuries, right? So sometimes you have those good days, you have bad days. Go ahead and give yourself a score for that as well. Now, I want you to keep all of this in mind as we cover the next topic on pain and inflammation in our bodies, because we have tools to be able to support these areas. Okay, so which body system needs the most support? When we look at all of the different, we have the skeletal, we have the muscular, we have respiratory, circulatory, endocrine, right? You have all different systems throughout your entire body. Some of those systems help us to move. Some of those systems help us to breathe. Some of those systems keep us alive. Some of those systems help us as that filters everything that we're doing. And when we talk about foundational support, there is one fundamental foundation that will help every system of the body, and that is our nutrition and eating right. We have to maintain a good intake of vitamins and minerals to feed those systems, to support the bones, to support the blood, to support every organ in our body. And right now, to be completely honest, we're not getting that from our foods. We're just not. We don't have nutrient dense, rich foods. They are depleted. And so we have to have supplementation. So I'm going to point out right here the lifelong vitality pack, right? This is going to be able to help supplement in every category, supporting every system of your body now that we don't get to completely get it from our food. We still have to eat right. We still have to do our best there. But we do know now supplementation is absolutely vital to our nutritional health. So that Lifelong Vitality Pack is a 3-pack. It's a trio. Comes with our Alpha CRS. This is our cellular vitality. This is full of antioxidants. It's this powerhouse of antioxidant power to help fight longevity and support your immune system and being able to have cellular function. And then we have the XE omega. These are our omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids. And they're really going to help support our brain health, our cognitive function. When you are low or deficient in any of the omegas, it's also going to impact your mental health. We don't get what we need from our foods. We'd have to eat way too much of them to be able to get enough of those omega fatty acids. And then we have the Microplex VMZ, and this is our food nutrient. It's our multivitamin, right? And it's going to also supplement the foods that we're not getting enough in. And together, this is that foundation that's going to help us build a stronger body, and it's going to fuel us, right? Everything we eat either feeds disease or fights disease, and we can fight it using the lifelong vitality. We can support our body and change the way we feel by using doTERRA's #1 product, LLV. It has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't feel better, if you don't experience better digestion, better sleep, more energy, an overall feeling better, then doTERRA will give you 100% money back. Cool thing is we really haven't had people call in. So the next on our foundational pyramid here is exercise and weight management. It is vital that we are also moving. We have to move our bodies. I don't know about you, but being in this last 6 weeks of stay at home and quarantine per se, I have moved way less, probably the least amount in my entire life. So it is one of those that I definitely can feel that it plays into my physical health as well as my mental health. So exercising and maintaining a healthy weight is going to be the best for all of those systems of our body. And then rest. I think that's probably where I struggle the most, is rest and managing my stress. I have oils that I use constantly, or even the adaptive complex. I take that, or the Serenity soft gels as needs for managing stress, but I simply don't get enough sleep. And that is absolutely severe for our health. We have to have enough sleep. And I think that is one thing I'm learning to do better, and give myself a little bit more permission to not get things done and go to sleep. So if you were like me and you put sleep on the back burner and prioritize everything else in life, you really need to have a mind shift change as well, that allow yourself that grace and get some good rest. And then reducing your toxic load. That's going to be detoxing internally, drinking lemon in your water, just like I've got mine right here. It's also going to be getting rid of all the toxins in your home. It's going to be using products that when it's absorbed into your skin or breathed into your lungs, it's not going to cause you harm. So it is ultimately redoing your lifestyle to have reduced toxic load at home and a reduced toxic load that you're taking inside your physical body. And then those are the things that are within your control, right? That is your lifestyle. And then up above is the healthcare part. You have a proactive and self-informed, you're aware, you know that you can reach for a supplement, you can reach for an essential oil before you need to seek any other further help. And it can help to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, I'm not saying don't go see your doctor or don't seek medical attention when you need to. Trust your instincts. But if you can reach for a bottle first and get relief and get support, you are empowered now to really truly take care of you and your family. And you have these amazing tools that don't cause side effects, don't cause addictions, and don't cause harm to the other systems of the body. So you're set up for really, really good success. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is how it's going to support those 3 categories specifically, right? So how does LLV support your chronic pain? It's going to provide a healthy response to oxidative stress in the body. And what that means is you have free radicals that are in your body, and oxidative stress is what happens when they have an extra molecule. And so it's going to act differently in the body, and it can be harmful at times. It's also going to support bone health by providing calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. So as you're exercising, as you're being mobile, as you're just growing, you're going to be able to support your bone structure and health with these elements in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It's also going to help support your healthy joint function and comfort. So having that great lubrication in those joints, in those ligaments, in those tendons, it's going to be beneficial for you in that way. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, sorry about that. I think I got it back on my screen. I hit the wrong button. So anyways, talking about chronic pain, right? Healthy joint function and comfort. It's going to be that lubrication that we need, healthy bones, and then that response to the oxidative stress in our body that can be harmful. And then the emotional pain that we go through. LOV is going to support that mental clarity, right? With those omega fatty acids. It's going to help support mental health and brain function, that when you need that cognitive support, right? And that's the next one. It's going to provide a range of omega-3 fatty acids for gut and cognitive support. And then it's going to protect against lipid oxidation and supports healthy function for your brain, eyes, and nervous system. And then for occasional pain, your body is going to be working better than it has before. So you're going to be set up for success, and you're going to be able to bounce back easier. You're not going to feel as much pain as you need, or even experience as much time trying to heal as you may need once you have started taking LOV consistently in your diet. So it's going to provide optimal nutrition to protect your body, and it helps to speed recovery. So LOV, this is how it's going to support your body in these three categories. The dangers of prescription pain medication, right? They can cause more deaths than car accidents. And the numbers are showing right now that prescription pain medication and addiction to that is one of our top concerns in our country, right? Medications are considered safe because they're prescribed by a doctor, and most of the time when taken as prescribed, they're legal. They give a false sense of euphoria. So you feel better, but it's technically you just don't care that your body's hurting so bad. I had surgery on my foot when I was 19, and I remember the pain was one of the worst pains I've ever felt. And I took the pain medication as prescribed, and it just made me, I still sat there and cried because it still hurt really bad, but I didn't care as much. Like, was this fake Band-Aid that just didn't really truly help anything, and just was causing symptoms or discomfort in other areas. I had a hard time with my digestive system afterwards. And that's one of the main side effects of prescription pain medication. It can cause your digestive system to shut down, and you slowly can't go to the bathroom. It can cause bloating and nausea, and they call that narcotic bowel syndrome. So it's very bad for your digestive system and the whole elimination process, right? And right now, today, a lot of people are overprescribed because pain management has become one of the top things that people want to, they don't want to feel pain. They want to manage their pain, but pain isn't bad, guys. Pain is a communication tool within our body telling us when we need to calm down, or when we need to stop, or when we need to rest. Pain isn't the enemy. Managing pain's perfectly fine to an extent, but we need to feel pain to keep ourselves from getting hurt further. After my C-section with my first son, they prescribed pain pills for me. And I remember I tried them when I got home, and I pushed myself too far and I split my staples all back open. I was just bleeding and I didn't feel it. That was dangerous, super dangerous, because the pain wasn't there to tell me to stop. The pain wasn't there to remind me, hey, you're injured. You just had major abdominal surgery. And so I stopped taking pain pills. That was probably the last painkiller I've ever taken in my whole life, because I realized then they don't do anything but just kind of take your mind off things. They just kind of make you forget that you're in pain, but your body's still suffering. So, tips for weaning off pain meds if you have needed them in your lifetime, right? You increase your water intake. Drink at least 4 liters of water a day with grapefruit and lemon oil. And then you gotta replace the habit, right? All of us probably have friends or family that have been in this boat. It's super easy and it's super common to become addicted to prescribed pain medication. Um, they are designed to support your body and replace some of the healthy endorphins they replace, and so your body becomes addicted to it. It starts to crave it, and it's just this physiological response. And so if you're aware of it, you can mitigate and take steps to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. So replace that habit, right? A new healthy one, right? If you need to be exercising every single day, or taking a walk and getting that fresh air, or just stopping and using your oils every day. Put some drops in your hands, breathe in deep, be running your diffusers. And over time, you're going to retrain your brain to function the way it was designed to. And over time, you won't have as much of a difficulty with replacing that habit with a healthy habit or a healthy set of habits. So take LOV and the additional supplements that will also support your body in cellular healing, regeneration, that foundational support we talked about. And surround yourself with people that support you, that are like minded in using natural solutions. Surround yourself with people that have your best interest and aren't going to try to take you back to places that you will feel the emotional pain or the chronic pain, and that you will be strong enough to not need any of that, but have these natural solutions, these natural tools at your fingertips. Okay. Symphony of the Cells. I love to share about the Symphony of the Cells protocols. This is a spinal technique, and it's a collection of massage protocols that are formulated to create harmony physically, emotionally, and spiritually within the entire body. So each protocol is very specific to a system. Like you can do the digestive system, the lymphatic system, circulatory system, but it allows your body to have targeted support for what you're experiencing and what you're going through. So for pain, right? We're talking about pain and inflammation in the body and how it's going to need a specific targeted approach. This Symphony of the Cells, or what we call SOC, is the inflammatory protocol. So you would use this list of essential oils starting with frankincense, then use fractionated coconut oil, tea tree or melaleuca, wintergreen, the massage blend, which we also call aroma touch, lemongrass, white fir, which is going to be Siberian fir, helichrysum, soothing blend, also known as deep blue, and then close with peppermint. It's going to drive all these oils in. And when you do this layered approach where you allow each essential oil about 30 seconds to interact at that cellular level as it's going on down the spine, on the shoulders and neck, down the spine, and then on the bottoms of the feet, your body is going to start to truly get the benefits and a healthy inflammation response to reduce that inflammation in the body. This is a great one to do after you've experienced an injury. So here's a sample wellness box for LRP, also, I call it the healthy, your monthly health box, right? So we recommend that the lifelong vitality is going to be your nutritional base for everyone. So it will be in your cart every single month. Now, if you take a half dose, then it'll be in your cart every other month. And then you would add on these additional um, products to support your basic needs, right? So let's go into detail on these. Let's talk about joint pain, right? So you have the option to take turmeric internally in these dual chamber capsules. And that what that means is that the turmeric is going to be bioavailable in the right spot of the body to allow you to have the pain benefits, that inflammation reduction benefits. A lot of the times turmeric's water soluble. If you're taking it in, it's just being eliminated right out. So it needs to get to the right part of the gut to go into its full benefit. And then we have the Deep Blue Rub. This is our topical lotion that is a lot like the healthy version of Bengay or Icy Hot. And it's going to really help support releasing the tension and also support that inflammation, right? And then the Deep Blue Polyphenols. So you've got, this one's going to partner really well with the turmeric. It's got the curcuminoids in it that used to be water soluble that we couldn't get in the turmeric oil. And now we're going to get both from the turmeric dual chamber capsule and the Deep Blue Polyphenols. So when you take the Deep Blue Polyphenols and you experience pain, it's going to, and this is with consistent use, it's going to help your inflammatory response be better. Your joints are going to be more lubricated. So you rub it into the elbows, rub it into the knees, rub it into the hips, rub it into the shoulders, right? You're going to really experience better joint health with these three products partnered with the lifelong vitality. Muscle pain. So let's say you work out a lot and you get all that built up of the what we used to call it, oh, I can't remember. There was a name that it was an acronym that we had made up, but it was like day after muscle soreness or something like that. DOMS, yeah. And like our DOMS are so bad today. And it was basically you work out, you shred your muscles, they're building stronger bones, but then you can have a buildup of all of that acid in there that is painful and it hurts to move. Like the days that you can't get into your car properly because you can't do a full squat, or you have to pull yourself up some stairs. This is really going to help to support that, right? Turmeric again, with the Deep Blue Rub again. And now we're going to add in some copaiba, which is really going to speak to your endocannabinoid system and talk to the CB1 and CB2 receptors of the body. And it is super calming to the nervous system. And it's going to also partner well with the turmeric to help reduce inflammation. And then marjoram. Marjoram is super great for your muscles. It's also known for supporting connective tissue, and it's going to help at that cellular level to help rebuild and to help the pain to be minimized. Marjoram is great to use for pain reduction, partnered with lemongrass and frankincense. Right there, we call that like the morphine bomb. So you do equal parts frankincense, lemongrass, and marjoram, and it will help to support a painful back, or in my case, when my ribs pop out of place, right? It's going to help support you that way. Now let's talk about the emotional pain, right? So you're going to have the LOV as your foundation. And now we have the adaptive system. It's a roller that you can carry around with you and roll on. It's the 15 ml bottle as well as the supplement you can take in a capsule form. And these are formulated to interact with your hormones, help you to regulate them, help you to calm yourself down. But it's got that GABA in it, and it's going to really, really emphasize that your natural stress behavior, you'll be more in control. You will be able to have that a couple extra seconds to think before you respond. And it's going to just naturally calm you when you find yourself in these really stressful situations. And then we have elevation and frankincense. And the power of diffusing when you're experiencing emotional pain is going to give your body continuous support. So when we put it on topically, it's great, but you metabolize it, right? Just like you do food. So you're going to metabolize it, you're going to use it up. So you're going to need more of that. So when you have elevation, you're going to be able to put that on and then put that in your diffuser, and you're going to get it a little bit all day long, or for the duration that you're around your diffuser. I can say the word diffuser. And I have one right behind me, and it's got this morning I'm doing wild orange and balance, and now it's one of my favorite blends to do in the morning. But when we are diffusing, you're getting constant support through your respiratory system, impacting every cell in your body in less than 2 minutes. It also is going to travel along the olfactory nerve straight into your brain, and you're going to get the benefits of that almost immediately in your body. Your brain's going to tell your body, hey, relax, you got this. So from an emotional standpoint, this is a fantastic way to support yourself. And then frankincense, just put a drop straight under your tongue. I love to do it. Every morning you take it right under your tongue. This one's actually copaiba because my frankincense is out in the kitchen. So it takes a little bit longer to drop, but the frankincense comes out really fast. So you might get 2 drops, but I hold it under my tongue just a little bit and then give it a good swallow. Copaiba kind of tastes like pretty dirt. So if you don't mind the earthiness of it, but it is very calming and soothing to the body, as we learned on the last slide. So you can do the same for frankincense. All right, and now digestive pain, right? The digestive system is the mother system, and when mother ain't happy, no one is, right? The digestive system is one of the most foundational systems that's really going to cause a myriad of issues in the body. So when the digestive system isn't working right, you can experience all sorts of different ailments. So attacking the digestive system can really help to eliminate many different things that we experience. If you have a skin issue, the digestive system is probably your number one place to start. If you have bowel issues, digestive system, right? If you have hair issues, hair, skin, nail issues, the digestive system is the place to start. And then any other sort of like just known autoimmune issues, the digestive system is the place to start. I like to tell people, like, we have healthy bacteria that needs to be in our bodies, and sometimes we can have an overgrowth of that healthy bacteria. We can have food sensitivities that's going to cause inflammation in the gut, and combined with that, all of that going on, your body's just not working right. Your body isn't able to absorb nutrients right, so you're at a malnutrition state. Even though you're eating healthy food, you're not absorbing it. You're not getting those nutrients. And then the last part about the whole process is so you're in a malnutrition state. You're not getting the food that you need, but then you don't feel good. And when you don't feel good, you're not very nice. You just tend to always be kind of a cranky person when you constantly chronically don't feel good. You can will yourself to be nice. You can will yourself to get through it. But wouldn't it be great if it was just naturally that you felt good? You didn't have to fight this chronic digestive pain. I do speak from experience. So I attacked my gut. I did a very rigorous detox plan and an elimination diet to figure out where my sensitivities came from. And I'll tell you what, after I was able to figure all of that out, my life changed drastically. Just the digestive pain was reduced, and that played into the emotional pain and the other forms of pain I was experiencing. So a great digestive pain plan is to be on the TerraZyme. We need extra enzymes in our body to digest our food. We don't always make enough, and then that food just sits in there and it doesn't feel good, and it's not necessarily moving at the right speed or pace, and so it's going to cause your body to not feel well. Those enzymes are going to really help that whole process move along so you digest your food. And then we also have Digest Zen, the essential oil. And you can rub that on your tummy. You can drink that in an ounce of water when you don't feel good. It's got all the right essential oils to help relieve that stomach ache or nausea or even motion sickness. And then we have the Tamer blend, this little guy here. This is our kids' version of it. I actually keep that one for me. It's got a little bit of a different smell to it with the Japanese peppermint that is one of the main ingredients, and it's a different kind of support. It's great for your babies, right? It's so mild but yet so powerful, and you can use it from infancy up. You can even use it on your for your babies, on your pets. Juniper got into a pack of Rolos. Thankfully, they're more caramel than chocolate. She's about 80 pounds, so we were able to mitigate some of needing to go to the vet by using these essential oils, right? We just monitored her, and we looked up all the requirements of how much chocolate is in a Rolo, and then made that decision, and she was okay. She had slight diarrhea, but that was all. So we were thankful to have some essential oils to help mitigate her cramping from eating some chocolate. And then we have the peppermint soft gels. These are enterically coated. So much like the turmeric dual chamber ones, the enterically coated is also going to be a special delivery system. It's going to release at the right time in the lower intestine so that you're getting that inflammation reduction in the right location. And this peppermint is very soothing to the body. It's going to help eliminate some of that pain that we feel, as well as that the bloating, that inflammation, right? And then I know it's not on the screen, but the other Digest Zen product is the probiotic. We call it the PB Assist. And it's going to also be a special delivery system. So we have a couple of those that are formulated and designed to special release in the right location in the digestive tract so that you get the full benefits. You're not spending money on a pill that you're just going to take and eliminate. It's not going to just be processed out of your body. You're actually going to get to use it. So that PB Assist, that probiotic is bringing in that healthy bacteria back into the gut that you need to allow the gut to work properly. Okay. And then head tension and migraines. This is something that I have struggled with as well. So I like to talk about the frankincense, marjoram, lemongrass. That it's kind of a bad acronym, but we call it FML because you feel like FML. So frankincense, marjoram, and lemongrass are going to really help support some of those painful moments. So as we talked about, here's that frank, right? Put that under your tongue, get it internally, and then also rub that on the back of your neck and all along the forehead. And I like to go behind the ears. And you're going to do that same with the past tense roller. The past tense roller is doTERRA's blend for tension. And it's really going to help to release it. It takes the edge off when you're suffering and allows your body to just kind of calm down. And then same, copaiba, taking that internally. I drop it straight under my tongue, or you can take it in the soft gel form if you'd like. And then eucalyptus. This is also going to help open up some of the airways a little bit, and it's going to help to support that release and stress. You're going to kind of just let some of that go. And if you wanted to diffuse frankincense and eucalyptus, that also works really, really well as well, so that you're constantly breathing it in while you're experiencing your migraine or head tension. So thank you for letting me share doTERRA with you today. Thank you for letting me get to share about pain and inflammation. I'm really excited that I got to speak with you today. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you're interested in sharing doTERRA with me as well, please let me know, and I'll help you get started.